Hey everybody, I hope you're all doing well. As you can see, I am not in my normal at my desk location, but I'm actually still here in Florida. Now, for those of you who have been following me, you would understand or know that I actually went to Orlando, Florida for the prophecy conference that was here a couple of weeks ago. And I actually was supposed to fly back today, and I have chosen to delay my flight a little bit just to see some old friends that I haven't seen in a very long time. I just want to also mention this too. Thank you so much for all the people who came up to me at the prophecy conference and said hello to me. I hope I wasn't too standoffish too. There were a couple of people who you caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for you. But trust me, I do appreciate you all saying hello. And wow, what a prophecy conference it was. It was absolutely outstanding. I know I got a lot from it, got to meet a lot of really great people. But yeah, it was amazing, and that's it. It's come and gone, and yeah, hopefully everybody who went to it or tuned into it, you got something from it. So one of the things I wanted to talk about today, and again, I've been going for a walk this morning, just trying to even collect my thoughts, because there's been a lot of things that I've observed since I've been back here in the U.S. And yeah, I mean, look, we talk about this stuff from the point of eschatology and end times. What is actually happening in the U.S. We're doing armchair predictions of what is going on. Well, today what I wanted to do was I wanted to kind of flip it from a different perspective. And what I mean by that is, let's look at this from the point of the globalist. Now, granted, I'm very aware that what I'm going to talk about today is a very small window into what I've seen here, because I've only been in Florida, in a very small part of Florida. During the time that I've been here, I've not been around the rest of the United States. But what I've observed here is really what I wanted to talk about more than anything, from a globalist perspective. What I mean by that is, what does the globalist want to do? If their ultimate goal is to, basically destroy democracy and get control of all the people, and maybe even, population control, which we've talked about, how would they go about doing that? Well, I would say that they've done a pretty good job, because here are the things that I've observed while I'm here. A lot of people are very interested in the distractions and the things that are of this world. And I'm not just talking about secular people. I'm also talking about people who are within the church as well, because it's all about your cafe latte and what sports team are we going to go see. I just happen to be in my walk this morning too. I'm in a rather affluent community here. And I'm just going around and I'm looking at the houses here, and I'm looking at the golf course that's here. And the question comes to mind of, why would you ever need God when you've got all this stuff in the world? That's what it really comes down to. Why do you need God? You've got the cars, you've got the McMansions, you've got your leisure. In fact, I'm doing this whole video here from this edge of a golf course, or I'm sorry, of an edge of a tennis court that's here in the community. If you've got, you're planning your life around all the choices that are before you. And that's what I see globalists doing. From a globalist perspective, let's put more things out there to distract the public from the real thing that matters. The real thing that matters is God. The real thing that matters is living your life for God. And I have not seen much of that in the time that I'm here. And just even on a side note too, when you go out to lunch here, oh my gosh, the amount of choice that you have, from one fast food whatever to one amazing restaurant and whatever. And look, I enjoy good food, I enjoy good restaurants, but the amount of choice that's here, I really forgot about how much choice people have as Americans. And what's even more, you're gonna hate me for this one, but it's kind of like, I usually, when I drink coffee, water, and the occasional beer. Just even finding water for me seems to be quite difficult, because you go out to these places and they'll give you a jumbo-sized cup to go fill it up with a whole bunch of sugar water, soda, which, you know, that can't be good for you. And again, it's just one more piece of the puzzle of convenience. Now, here's where it gets scary, is that because you've got all this stuff at your fingertips, what happens if, let's say, tomorrow you wake up and it's gone? Are you prepared for that? No. I don't see it happening. In fact, I see this whole society collapsing and crumbling actually very, very quickly. In fact, just if you know, anybody who knows me, I've told this story before. You know, when I first moved to Florida years ago, we had this huge house with a tree over it, and you know, we were in the middle of remodeling it. We had 2 hurricanes go over my house. We were without power for 3 days, and I couldn't even make a cup of coffee. So what I did was I went to the local Panera Bread in this rather affluent community that I lived in, and we went there just for a cup of coffee because it was the only place that had power. I have never seen so many so-called rich people act like absolute heathens. I mean, they were so belligerent with each other just to get a cup of coffee. And I'm thinking to myself, man, in this neighborhood, this community, or even this society of Orlando in general, this is just one small little place. What if they just shut down the internet? What if they just shut down your power for a couple of days? People are going to go nuts. And from a globalist perspective, they've got you right where they want you. Folks, that's my word of the day. Keep your eyes towards Jesus, is what I have to say, because all this stuff is passing, all this stuff is fleeting, and if you are distracted, that's a problem. We need to constantly be reading our word, constantly be pressing into God. Where do you want us? What do you want us to do? Who do you want us to talk to? Who do you want us to reach? You know, friends and family, and people that you meet, these are the only people that you can take with you. That's why I do what I do. You know, I've had the money, I've had all this kind of stuff. To me, it just doesn't matter anymore. What really matters are the people that I reach, which is you, who listen to me, to try and at least keep everybody, you know, focusing. Hey, keep your eyes on God, because that's really what matters at the end of the day. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate your comments, your subscriptions, your all this kind of stuff that you know, I'm just kind of overwhelmed and blown away that you guys even give me a voice, and I do appreciate that. Folks, thanks again, and I hope to see you all next time.